Okay, Fresh Test. So on page 92, question number 5 shows us the altitude of a space shuttle after it's launched. And I have X values of time and altitude in feet are my Y values. So time is X, altitude is Y. And they're asking me for my average rate of change, which is in essence your slope. In feet per second, and that's another keyword for slope because slope uses the word per to compare it, of the shuttle from 30 to 60 seconds. So despite me having all of this data, the only two pieces of data that I really care about are when it's 30 seconds and 60 seconds after it's launched. Specifically the coordinate 30, 9,872 feet in the air, and 60, it's going to be 37,746 feet in the air. So the formula for slope is m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And if I go to a calculator page and do that, I'm going to use 37,746 minus 9,872, and I'm going to divide that by 60 minus 30. So on a calculator page, I'm going to create a fraction that says 37,746 minus 9,872. And the denominator is going to be my x values, my change in x, which is 60 minus 30. I end up with a fraction which doesn't do me any good. So I want to convert that fraction to a decimal. So I'm going to do 13,937 divided by 15 decimal. And I'm going to get 929.13 feet per second, which makes choice 2 the right answer. For question number 6, it asks me the domain would be most appropriate to set to use for a function that predicts the number of grandchildren in a family. Number of grandchildren in my family, I cannot have decimals. So decimals eliminates irrational numbers and the rational numbers. And more specifically, the difference between integers and whole numbers, I cannot have no negative numbers. I'm not allowed to have any negative numbers because you can't have -3 grandchildren, which means the integers are eliminated. They contain negative numbers. The whole numbers would be my right answer. And then question 7 says prepaid credit cards charge a fee that are left inactive for more than 1 year. The equation y equals 200 times 0.95 to the x represents the value y of one account that is left inactive over a period of x years. What is the y-intercept of this equation, and what does it represent? Well, a y-intercept is also our starting value when x equals 0. It's also, when I look at an equation, my starting value is 200, and my rate of change is actually decreasing because I'm less than 1 by 5% annually. So my starting value, if I plug in a 0, is 200. The equation represents what's left inactive, which will be $200, which is the remaining balance on the card. So it'll be choice 3.